Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Smith. This video is on two presidents and their handling of their crisis. Two civil wars, if you will. Lincoln versus Lincoln and Trump versus the coronavirus. Lincoln had George McClellan as his main general, and we have Drs. Fauci and Birx as ours against the coronavirus. And both are failing. George McClellan had the Confederate Army completely surrounded, but would not attack. Lincoln was pulling his hair out, trying to get somebody to take charge. Fauci and Birx are relying on standard medicine, waiting for a vaccine, which is actually unlikely to work in the people that are obese, because of new reports showing that the vaccines do not work as well in those, but will work well in the healthy people that really don't need it. So, what did President Lincoln do? Well, he fired McClellan, and he hired Ulysses S. Grant, and he won the war. He took some losses, took some hits, but he used all of his resources. Fauci and Birx are not using all the resources. For example, Dr. Horowitz reported treating 2 confirmed COVID patients with lung findings with a combination of glutathione and lipoic acid, which is what most of us are using to treat this. They were better in as little as 20 minutes. He reported this to the CDC and tried to get a study. His concerns fell on deaf ears. We need to get rid of these deaf ears, and we need to get integrative medicines who know how to treat this. These docs know how to do it. There's lots of them that are having similar success, but they're not being heard. Part of the problem is the way we work here in this country. The FDA says to treat a disease, you have to use a drug. Well, we're not using drugs. And so hospitals actually can't use the things, the glutathione, the lipoic acid, that we're using because they're not drugs. They're nutrients. So let's compare us with Taiwan. Taiwan has 7 deaths. They have a population of 24 million. U.S. has a population of 327 million and over 173,000 deaths. Now, you can't compare those without correcting for the population. U.S. has about 13.8 times the population of Taiwan, so we'll multiply their deaths by 14 to get the equivalent amount of deaths that we would have had in the United States if we were using the Taiwan model of treating this, which would be 98. And we divide the 173,000 by 98, and we see that our death rate is 1,765 times the death rate in Taiwan. We can do better. We need to change generals, and we need to do it now. Thank you. I'm Dr. Stephen Smith.